Hello one and all, Cosmic Carrie here. Sunday afternoon, 22nd of February 2026, at about 3:45 in the afternoon, in a beautifully sunny South Somerset. So I felt drawn to do a pick a card, pick a pile, pick a shell reading for you today. And the inspiration for the reading was a really excellent comedy that I have just finished watching on BBC iPlayer. I recommend you go and find it, and it's called Dinosaur, and it's a really funny show about a paleontologist in Scotland, Scottish paleontologist called Nina, and her life, and it's just wonderful. And she was very much inspired by a very amazing pioneer scientist of her age, Mary Anning. Mary Anning was an English fossil collector and paleontologist who was based in Lyme Regis in Dorset, which is the county next to Somerset. And she lived in 1799. She was born in 1799 and died in 1847. I've just realised she was only 48 when she passed away, very, very young. But she was a pioneer fossil collector and paleontologist. And she is the muse of this character, Nina, the modern-day Scottish paleontologist in the comedy series Dinosaur. Please go and have a look. I'll put a link in the description box below. So, hence, sporting the shell here today. And on the thumbnail, you'll see the two piles, and I think they are oyster shells. They're both from France, from our French road trip last year. The large one has still got some sand in it, and then a really little baby small one. And I love it when you look at it, it looks a bit like a cornucopia. It just needs to have a little garland of flowers and it would be a cornucopia. So very excited to do this reading for you. I will put the timestamps in below, and what we're using today is the Storm Raven, my own deck, and interesting, they have the same coloured card that's come out. We are using the Oracle of Radiant Sun because it's so sunny, and I just really want to get to grips with this deck. I really love this deck. We have our Radiant Wise Tarot as ever, and also today Kim Cran's Pocket Tarot, The Wild Unknown, which I absolutely adore as well. So, and we're going to take charms at the end for each pile, and the list goes on and on, my friends. We're going to throw an astro dice for a zodiac sign. So I've smudged everywhere with Palo Santo. Everything's cleansed and clean, and the pointy stick will be Green's wand from Glastonbury with the amethyst end, and the citrine at the top, and the moss agate at the end. So that will be the pointer. How lovely. Oh, I could just sit and bask in the sun. Oh, after weeks and weeks of rain, we so need the sun. And I haven't had any downloads really prior to this reading. I might get them as we proceed and go through. But just, here comes the sun is the one that's leaping to mind at the moment. I can't remember who sung that. Here comes the sun, da, 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 da. Here comes the sun, da, da, da. I'll have a look, and if I can find it, I'll put it in the description box. Fantastic. So let us begin. So we'll start with pile 1, which is the large oyster shell with some sand still in it, some French sand, and it's really stuck in there. I haven't scraped it out or encouraged it to fall out, and it's really gripping on there. I love it. So that in itself is a little sign for us, my friends at Two for Joy. The sand is still there. We know that the sand is needed, isn't it? Because the sand is what makes the pearl. Without the sand, there could be no pearl. So it might be that with some sort of initiative, project, situation in your life, there feels like there's a bit of sand that's making, you know, not sand in the eye, but just grit in a situation that feels a bit uncomfortable. But I promise you, my friends, it's needed because it makes the pearl. So a bit of discomfort in some situation is required, and because what comes from it is beautiful, a thing of God, a thing of the divine. So, Spirit, may we please have a look and see what cards you have given us. So I think I will start with the small tarot, which is the Radiant Wise tarot. That's it. Radiant Wise by Lo Scarabeo. Yeah, let's have a look. Okay, let's turn that over. No reversals. How lovely. We have the Two of Cups. So I'm just going to scry and get what I pick up from the card, and then we'll look at what they say in the guidebook. So this feels, when I'm picking up this card and turning it over today, I'm feeling blue skies, which it has been here in South Somerset today. There seems to be a couple here. There seems to be a fair exchange. Two cups. And I think what I'm getting here is a healing situation, one of equity. Something's being brought back into balance is what I'm feeling here. I love it. And here we have both figures are garlanded. And the lady representation is offering a cup, and the male representation figure is also offering the lady a cup. Fair exchange. And I think this fair exchange, Pearl 1, Shell 1, the large oyster shell, seems to be fair exchange. I love that. And the sign of healing is here, isn't it? Look, the caduceus here intertwined with serpents, which is the healing sign. And here we have the lion. Is it the lion of God? I can never remember, but this is a particular representation of a divine or a winged being. And it's number 2. And here you see 2 on the cards, and of course 2 for joy. So 2 is very lucky. Fair exchange, equity. He gives, she receives and she gives. It's really equal healing in this situation. So it may be Pearl 1, large oyster group, that someone comes in with an offer. It can be an offer, it could be a gift. But in respect of the shell which had the sand in it, it might be that something was a bit gritty, something had slightly scuppered a situation. I almost feel like there's an apology there. Something's being brought back into balance is what I'm picking up from this. And skies will be blue again in respect of this card and of this relationship. Doesn't have to be romantic, can be romantic. Could be business, could be friendship, could be anything. A fair exchange. Let's have a look. 2 of chalices. 2 of chalices. Yes. They say love, passion, friendship, affinity, union, agreement, likeable. Yeah, the feeling is something's being brought back into balance there, which is lovely. Let's turn over the Radiant Sun. Radiant Sun. Lots of radiant, isn't it? Radiant Wise tarot, Radiant Sun, and it is so radiant today. With the sun is really radiant. It really feels like these decks are the right ones for this reading. Let's turn this over. Oh, okay, yes. Oh, this is interesting. This came out the other day when I used the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. Number 1, assertion. And here we have a sort of a clad figure who looks like a soldier. He's got a weapon. And this is about moving forwards. I think it's the sign on it is Pisces. Aries. And it says assertion. I think that's a spirit card. So it might be in respect of this card that one of those on the card is being encouraged to be assertive and come forward with the healing cup, with the offer. I do get a sense of apology from the card. And the thing is, it's interesting because the male figure is sort of slightly going like that, which is the lady's straight on, but the gent on the other side seems to be sort of just very slightly shy or coy, or as though they want to amend something. And this represents masculine and feminine, of which we have both. Let me have a look. I'm not picking anything else up much from assertion apart from that, and it feels to me like the male on the Two of Cups might need to be a bit assertive and come forward. Perhaps there's been a bit of hesitation in bringing forward or offering the cup or the gift or the fair exchange. Perhaps it's been a wee time coming in. Let's see what they say. Bear with me with number 1. So the numbers so far on pile 1, the large oyster shell, are number 2, number 1. And I think that's Aries. So bear with me whilst I have a quick look for this. Assertion. Here we go. Let's hold this up for you. Assertion. Sun. Oh, it is the sun. Yeah, look, this bit here at the bottom is the sun, of course. Lots of sun in this reading. Isn't it wonderful? Sun meaning fortune. And Aries. I was right. Yes, this sign over here is Aries. Self-will. Self-will. Sun in Aries, assertion. And what they're saying is the knight and dragon speak for themselves. This card indicates a quality of reckless heroism and a refusal to be deterred from the battle. Oh, okay, yeah. Deterred from the battle. Not really getting that necessarily with the other card, but what I am picking up from assertion is that the masculine figure here in the Two of Chalices, or the Two of Cups, is coming in slightly coy with the offer, because perhaps it should have come sooner, or perhaps it was one of those situations where both parties felt aggrieved and no one has done anything, so there's been a standstill, and then finally one comes forward and thinks they'll take the higher ground, make an offer of some kind. Could even be an olive branch, to try and bring things back into balance in this matter, in this relationship, or this contract, or this agreement, because that's what I'm feeling. Exchange of gifts, bringing things into balance, and healing because of the caduceus. So I think the assertion here is just one party has needed to be a bit assertive. Wonderful, thank you, Spirit, that's marvellous. May we have more information, and let's have a look and see. Haha, lovely. Okay, so the tarot from Kim Kranz, don't really need to look that up. Pocket Tarot, the Wild Unknown, we have the Lion. Yet more sun. This makes total sense. And the number on there is 6. Strength is the Lion. And I'm really getting that the masculine energy, because this is a male lion, isn't it? Look at the mane. The lioness doesn't have the mane, so this is the masculine. So it's Leo, it's August, it's the time of the sun, which is the height of summer. It's also the lemniscat, what goes around comes around, karma. And it feels, I'm feeling a calling of the masculine energy who's coming in slightly shy and a bit coy with the cup for whatever reason. It's almost like the way they're presenting it is they're coming in with a little bit of a rose between the teeth. Here. They've required a bit of strength, actually, for this assertion, for this assertiveness to come forward in a situation. But it's admirable because they're doing it. I love that. They might have been worried of rejection from the other party or not being received well. They've taken the higher road. It's taken considerable courage, which is strength. And I think they're going to be rewarded. How lovely. So the numbers so far, 1, 2, 6. Let's have a look at the Storm Raven. Okay, darkness before light. Lovely. Darkness before light. Now, that is also air. This is an air sign here. So the air signs are, of course, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But look, yellow once again. This pile 1, large oyster shell 1, is full of sun and light, yellow light, which is wonderful because it really felt like the first day of spring today here in South Somerset. Darkness before light. So again, it's sort of, it might be that this relationship or this situationship between loved ones or just a relationship has gone through a bit of darkness. But it feels to me now you're coming out into the light now. And in fact, not just into the light, but into the sunlight, the golden light. So things will take a turn for the better for pile 1. I love this. You've gone through the darkness, you've made your offer, you're making your offer. It's taken considerable courage to do this. And you're going to be rewarded by not only light, sunlight. Absolutely amazing. Thank you, Spirit. What a lovely message. Shall we throw an astro dice? Let's throw the astro dice and see if there's additional information here on pile 1 or the large oyster shell. Spirit, may we have a zodiac sign for my lovely 2 for joy people. Ah, okay, 69. Now that is Cancer. I know that. Show that up to the screen. There we go, my friends. 69, 96. The sign of Cancer. That's a water sign. That is a water sign. Lovely. So Pisces, Scorpio or Cancer. So it may be that this situationship is relating to that sign. So some part of this first part of the reading will be particularly relevant for you if your sign is Cancer. If you have any Cancer in your chart, and I'm looking at mine, do I have any? I have one placement of Cancer. For me, Cancer is the 11th house, which is community. Yeah, house where your goals are realised by joining in with others. So if you've got any Cancer in your natal chart, whichever placement, pile 1, the large oyster shell, has got some messages in there for you. But if you're cross-watching for another person, Cancer is relevant. Thank you, Spirit. Absolutely lovely. May we have a charm for bag 1, for pile 1. Sorry, bag of charms for pile 1, or the large oyster shell. Thank you. Just to tie off the first part of the reading. Thank you. That's nice. Oh, how funny. I like that. So we have a lucky frog on his lily leaf. And I laughed and said how funny, because it's difficult to see, but the lily leaf looks very much like the large oyster shell. So I'm feeling this is also lucky, isn't it? But this is very lucky. When we get frogs, it might be that we kiss our frog and get a prince, could be that. But the general emphasis of this charm is you are blessed, pile 1, with good luck. So I'm going to put this on the 2 of cups, the 2 of chalices, where this relationship is being brought back into balance. Thank you, Spirit. Absolutely blown away with that. Beautiful, beautiful reading. So, swiftly on to pile number 2. And we have 1937. So I will put the timestamps below. You may want to choose one of them or both of them. And you are welcome so to do. Just whilst I'm reconvening the self, and take a little bit of water. Thank you. I want to say thank you for being here on this wonderful Sunday afternoon towards the end of February as we're springing into spring. Thank you for being at 2 for Joy Oracle. Please subscribe to the channel. We are almost 2.2 thousand. It's the next milestone, and then 2.5 thousand. We're really building. So please hit the subscribe button, become a sunscriber. And today really is one of those days. It's so sunny. And this reading, certainly the large Oyster pile one, is very sunny reading. Become a sunscriber here at the channel. Tell your friends and family. And I'm hoping in the next few weeks, when I have time, I'm going to start to put up some extra videos. They're going to be on breath work, meditation, also particular readings, picker piles, coffee cups, lots of different things, scrying with different things like crystals and other things. And I'm going to put those, I hope, on Vimeo. I do have a Vimeo account, so there will be videos that you can buy or rent there. Hopefully springtime. It's always these things, isn't it? So much to do. So thank you for allowing me to do that bit of housekeeping. Onwards and upwards to pile 2, which is the little oyster. Very much the same kind of oyster as the large one. No sand inside, but a little one. And this is the one I feel looks like a little cornucopia, which would just need to have a little garland of flowers in there and it would be a cornucopia. And cornucopias, or cornucopiae, don't know what the plural of that is, somebody will let me know in the comments, is very, very, very lucky. Okay, Spirit, may we see what's going on. Right, what did we have first? We had the tarot. Yeah, okay, so the tarot card for pile 2, or the small oyster, is the King of Wands. That's lovely. Oh yes, I really like this. This is a very, very nice card. Yeah, wands are about work, about effort. And I do like the Rider-Waite aspects because they're just very original. They give you so much detail. Here we have the king who sits on the throne, ready for action. I always feel this is a card of energy, even though the king is sitting down. And for me, the king is looking to the left, which we know is the future. For me, I read it as the future. So the king is looking to the future, has his wand in his right hand and his crown of flames. And he has also a beautiful necklace that looks a bit like this, actually. It looks like a shell on there. And we have salamanders, which are always signs of luck and opulence. And what I love about the King of Wands is that he's on his throne there, raised up. And it's funny, I do think there is a link to the first video. The blue sky, growth in the wand. I think this king looks ready for action, even though seated on the throne. And it's interesting because when I look at the table in front of me, I'm sorry, I don't have one of those cameras where you can swap it to look at the table. That's another thing I will look into this year. It's like he's looking at reading 1. And it's almost like, because this male aspect of the first reading took courage, braveness to come forward and make that offer, I think they might be raised up, either to be a king or to take on the air of a king. They'll be rewarded, is what I'm feeling. Let's have a look at what they say in the notebook. And we have wands. We have king, cordial man, honest, conscientious, unexpected inheritance. I really feel like that king wants to stand up and move about. He definitely looks like he's about to get up. That's the energy. But also look, the crown of flames, of fire, This year's, of course, the fire horse, which we're now into. So fire signs, of course, are Aries, Leo, Sag. So that's an aspect there that's relevant to this pile number 2. But it might, I feel that the person who has done that work and come in with the offer, and it's been difficult, will be raised up in this way, either to be a king or to take on some aspect of the heir of the King of Wands. There will be a reward, perhaps an unexpected inheritance. Now, inheritance can be all sorts. Of course, it can be pentacles, money, but it can be opportunities. It can be healed relationships, energy that wasn't good, turning around and becoming good again, a new good. Wisdom. He hasn't got here without being wise. And what I feel is that he's really earned his position here. Love that. Thank you, Spirit. May we have, what else have we got? Let's go for the Radiant Sun. Yeah, the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. What else can we add to pile 2 with the King of Wands? Idealism. Okay, that's interesting. So we have another number 2. That's interesting. So we have in pile 1 we had 1, 2 and 6. And in this reading we have the King of Wands, which isn't necessarily a number. Is it 12? 10? Knave? Queen? 10, 11, 12. So 13. The king would probably be 13, I think, if it was a number. We have a number 2 again, and we have various figures on here. We have an angel who is flying ahead, and we have another sun on there, of course, because it is the deck of the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. We have somebody that looks like Pan, who's charming a horse that's moving along. Yeah. And there is somebody on. Oh, how funny. A lady is on the horse, or the mule, whatever the animal is, and the lady is carrying a cornucopia. So this is interesting, isn't it? Because I spoke of the cornucopia before, and we've got idealism, and it's a water sign, this card, guys. Look at this. I think this is Pan, pipes of Pan, charming the horse along, and of course we said fire horse, with this lovely lady who's resting, relaxing, being charmed. What is she carrying there? Some sort of wand. It's like a wand, something to fan and help her become cool, I think. But what we can see here in her hand, not sure if you can really pick that up, but it is a cornucopia. Like this. The lady holds the cornucopia. So the cornucopia, the luck, the garland is in this lady's hand. Idealism. Let's find out more. What's jumping off is the angel, who's pouring love onto this scene. Water is emotion, and I get a feeling that it's love. Here we have the sun, here we have, I think, a flower, here we have the sun again, and here we have a water sign. So water is mentioned. And we have a blue sky above. Let me just see what they say in the guidebook. Let's have a look. And it is number 2. So it's idealism. Yeah. Is that 2 or is that 11? It's actually 11, isn't it? Yeah, it's 11. I'm sorry. I think that is 11. So that is a spiritual number. Let's have a look. Originality. Independence. I don't know which order these. Oh, here we go. Let's hold it up for you. Here we go. Idealism. King of Wands was the first, was the tarot. And then this card. Sun, Fortune, Aquarius, Principles and Humanity. Right, yes, this is the sign of Aquarius. And of course we have, are we still in Aquarius? We've left Aquarius, have we? I think we have. That's right. Sun in Aquarius, idealism. A minstrel, pipes accompaniment to the eccentric journey of a dignitary casually riding a mule. The rider carries a cornucopia in one hand, and a wand in the other. Above, an angel pours the free-flowing Aquarian wisdom on those below. Yeah. So it's a bit like I said. My interpretation was slightly different. But yes, how funny, the cornucopia. So this is the abundance and the flow. And it may feel small because it's the small oyster shell compared to the other one, but it is abundance. This is interesting. And they call this, what do they call it, the jester or whatever. But I really think that this person looks like Pan, wearing a wreath, fig leaf, and 2 pipes, because Pan played 2 pipes. How interesting. And it's a mule. Yeah. So the lady of the couple, idealism. I almost feel that these 2 characters are these 2 people in a different scene, a later scene perhaps, because the small comes after the large shell. Idealism. So perhaps you're being guided to be, or your thoughts are around what's happening. Idealistic, or perhaps you're being called back to idealism. Well, it's not idolize, it's idealism, which is different. Let me just see if there's anything else on that. But it's number 11, so I feel that's a blessing, because 11 is a master number. It's Spirit blessing you in respect of this. So this applies for people who have Aquarius in their chart as well. Do I have any Aquarius? I do. 6th house. I think that's the only one. 6th house Aquarian, myself. 6th house is integration of personal takes place before relating to the other. Matters of personal health and stamina. So let's see what else we get from the idealism card. Yeah, they talked about free-flowing Aquarian wisdom. The rider carries cornucopia in one hand and a wand in the other. So it's as though the lady here, you are wise. You're being given wisdom. We're being called to be wise in this situation, which may mean more or less idealism applied to the situation. Take it as it resonates. Okay, in relation to the King of Wands. Thank you, Spirit. May we have the other Kim Crans and see what that is. Oh, lovely. Now, this is funny because this relates to the other one. Okay, we have the Daughter of Wands. So it is a lot of Wands energy here. King of Wands followed by the Daughter of Wands. I do love Kim's drawings. They're so beautiful. So here we have the sprouting wand. It's not only sprouting, but the growth is flowering. It's blossoming. So I feel that this relates to the cornucopia that the lady on the horse is carrying in respect of this matter for pile 2. And of course, it's the serpent, which is healing, isn't it? And it's the lemniscat. So it really does link in with pile 1. Here we have the serpent here, and also here. We have the wand here, the Daughter of Wand. So I feel that this relates to the lady on the horse or the mule who has a wand. Yeah. Here we see her wand, and it is sprouting there. I thought it was a fan cooling her down, but it's a wand of growth. And her wand is sprouting. It's not only sprouting, it is blossoming. Blossoming, abundance, fruition, reaping rewards, holding the cornucopia. The cup will be filled with garlands. Joy. Wonderful. Thank you, Spirit. I love that. Daughter of Wands. What a beautiful second reading, this beautiful small oyster shell. May we have a look at Storm Raven. Let us turn it over. I love that so much. Thank you, Bee. Here we have, of course, another air sign, and it's Be the Love. That's the name of one of our songs, Be the Love. Check out Midnight to Blue on all downloading platforms, Deezer, Spotify, Apple Music, iMusic. Be the Love. Be sending her love. And it's sunny, sunny light. Again, it's air signs here. So it's Aries, Leo, Sag. We are in Aries season, aren't we? February. Oh, terrible. My astrology is not brilliant, guys. Sorry. Be the love. Thank you, my darling. So she's sending her lovely energy there. But the message behind Be the Love is be the love. Don't wait for love. Don't expect love. Be love. Be the love. That is the central message behind this beautiful Storm Raven card. Thank you, lovely Bee. Thank you, Spirit. Wonderful. Let us then, for further information, to bring this pile 2 reading to a close, let us have a zodiac. Spirit, may we have a sign for the beautiful pile 2, shell 2, the small oyster shell. Ah, lovely. If I'm not mistaken, that is, yes, that's Libra. Here we have, oh, it's so sunny, we can hardly see. Let's try and get it away from the glare. There we go. There we have Libra. Scales, balance, justice. This is what is required. And it's funny because with pile 1 and the large oyster shell, something was coming into balance. So I think these 2 readings are linked. I do think they are linked. So Libra, my friends. I have a little bit of Libra in my chart, I think. Go look in your natal chart, see if you have Libra. 3rd house for me. I think that's it. Really. Yes, only one placement for me with Libra. Mental plane functions, communication, memory, brain, learning factors, rational mind activities. Ah, there you go. And it's saying, it's encouraging you, isn't it, to watch the idealism, you know, in this situation. But it's telling me things are coming into balance. And it's also telling me with the Daughter of Wands, which I will look actually up in Kim's book because she gives keywords, that with the blossoming wand, because the work has been done, rewards are coming in, the cornucopia is coming in here. Balance is, karma is being served in a really positive way. So bear with me, let me have a look at the key words for the Daughter of Wands. Here we are. Daughter of visionary and passionate. Yeah. Visionary and passionate. And I think that's the lady on the mule or the horse with the blossoming wand. And the cornucopia is referring to the woman, the feminine energy in the aspect of this reading. Visionary, passionate. I think that this feminine energy, this woman, is going to receive inheritance and is going to receive the cornucopia, and it's the reward for the wand, the work. Wands of work. Let's just have a look, whilst we were looking at Kim Kranz, at the 2 of Cups for the other reading. I'm sorry, I should have really looked at that at the time. 2 of Chalices. Oh, it's a different deck, isn't it? Sorry, yeah, I'm going mad. Yeah, that's a different deck. That was the Radiant Wise. So I think we've got everything apart from a charm. Let's have a look. Really lovely. I love this. Spirit, where we close off the reading, 40 minutes. For the second pile, the small oyster. Thank you. Oh, lovely. Lovely. What we have is a very large, the largest anchor. So I think when we think about the anchor in respect of the rest of pile 2 or the small oyster, this is saying to me, you are anchored, you are solid. I'm going to say you're on firm ground, even though of course you're at sea. if you're anchored, okay. But I'm having a sense that when we say anchor, we're thinking about rock solid and stable. Something is anchored, it's stable, it's not running away, it's not fizzling out. It will stand the test of time. That's also what I'm getting. And that's applying to this lady who's been wise in growing the wand. The wand is now sprouting and blossoming. What an absolutely beautiful pair of readings. It was the energy of Dinosaur, that lovely BBC programme comedy, which I'll put in the link below, which was a big nod to Mary Anning of Lyme Regis in 1799, the pioneering woman, English fossil collector and paleontologist. So thank you, Mary. Thank you, Spirit, for this wonderful reading. I hope you've enjoyed being here. I've really loved the reading today and to see what the shells were telling us. And of course, just before I close, I'm not going to read out the whole thing, but you probably know this, that the nursery rhyme in that time, 18th century, 19th century, she sells seashores. She sells seashells on the seashore. Tongue twister, and I got my tongue twisted. She sells seashells. The cells she sells. Very hard. I'm going to put that little song, that nursery rhyme, which was inspired by Mary Anning, the paleontologist, and her collections of fossils and shells in Lyme. I will put that down below in the description box so you can have a look. Thank you for being here. Wonderful people. I will see you in the next one, which will be next week. I'm not sure what it will be. Whatever messages I get, whatever I'm inspired to do, I will do for you. Sending you on this lovely sunny Sunday afternoon at the end of February. Love and joy from Cosmic Carrie at 2 for Joy Oracle. Bye for now.